This video shows how you can set up your own website without the knowledge of HTML. A little bit of HTML is good to know, but it is not necessary. Nowadays there are what we call WYSIWYG web editing tools. It's exactly how it sounds. Whatever you see on the screen while you're editing your website is what you will see when you upload your files. So WYSIWYG means what you see is what you get. So there are many great WYSIWYG tools out there. Some of them can be found below this video in the resources section. So let's get started. Some people use Dreamweaver while some people use other tools. In this video I will use a tool called NVU because it is free but a decent tool that can do the basics. So let's go to that site right now. So if you go to www.nvu.com, that would be the website. And what you want to do first is you want to download the software. So NVU is a free tool and it's a great tool. So what you want to do is you want to click on the downloads button here. Then you want to choose the software that relates to your operating system. Now if your operating system is Windows, then you want to click here. If it's a Macintosh, click here, Linux, and etc. So what we're going to do is we're going to click the first link and we're going to click that and save it to the disk. It's about 6.6 megabytes and you don't have to worry about that. Walk away, come back, and install the software. And you can pause this tutorial while you download the software. Now that the software is downloaded, you want to open it or find the file and install it, and just follow the steps for the installation process. Once you've installed that on your computer, then you can go find it by going to the icon. So on my computer it's located on the start menu as NVU. So if you click at that, you'll be able to open the program. So here's NVU, and it's the web editor tool, and it can do just about a lot of the basics that you need to know, and it's a fairly user-friendly tool, and I'll just walk through it and show you how to make a basic website. Now NVU has a lot of things. It can make anchors, links like hyperlinks, images, tables, forms, and it can also do spell check. So let's say that you want to make a table. Now when you first design a website, tables are generally something that a web designer will use because it structures the website nice and easy. So let's first make a table. So all you have to do is either you can do insert table here, or you can press on this button. So we make table, the table here, and you can pick how many rows you want simply by just pulling your mouse over. But in this sense we just want to make one row, so we're going to do this. And what you can do is click on you see how I clicked on the table? Now if you click on the table here, you'll actually see an area. It says 403 pixels. PX means pixels, but it's not something you have to really worry about. Now to increase the size of this, the great thing about NVU is all you have to do is make this bigger. So you can just drag it. So let's say that you want to make it 600 pixels. So you can make it exactly 600. Or just 598. Now once you've done that, we can make it a little bigger. Make it look a little nicer. You can do that. Now let's say that you want to make a this is the header here. And a lot of websites you'll see they'll have a header, and then they'll have a menu here, and then they'll have a little area here for the content. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put a table below here. So we'll click off and we'll make a table, another table, but this table will have 2 columns, and we'll just do this. And we can actually move up with our mouse and delete it so that it's both of them are together. And what we want to do is make it the same size as this one. So we want to drag this over here. We can even it out so it makes it look the same as the one above. So now that we've done that, it's fairly simple. And now we want to make it higher. So to do that, you do the same thing as you did up here, but you drag it down this way. So as you can see, it's dragged this way. So what we can do is you can enter any header here. Now I'm going to just pick out a header file that I made for one of my other sites. So I'm just going to click on the picture, and I'm going to click on open, and it says alternate text, which you can enter. Just to give you an example, alternate text is when someone who is disabled, who is, let's say they're blind and they can't see the picture, but the browser, what they're going to do is they're going to read the alternate text. So it's a good thing to enter the alternate text, which just explains what the image is. So we're going to press OK here, and since we want to make this move it over, we're going to take this and we're going to move it over until it fits. We're going to do the same thing with this one. Now that we've done that, we can actually make a column here. And let's say, for example, we're going to make a menu bar. Now what you can do is just type in words that you want to make for the home page. So we can say home, press enter, and enter again, and press about us, enter, enter, contact us, enter, and in between we can always put something else like how to build your business, and just make words like that. And all you need to do, let's say you want to put it up here, all you have to do is press enter until you reach the top for this one. Let's say that that's as far as we want to go for this. Now all we need to do is highlight the pages so that we want to make hyperlinks. So what you need to do is click on hyperlink. So in essence, what you can do is just cut that and make a link, because we're going to make a home link, right? So if we name it home and we say it's home.html and then we press OK, then of course it makes a hyperlink, and so forth. So we could do different things, and for this we'll just do this. We'll make another hyperlink called how to build your business, and we'll just call it business.html. And when you'll know what the names of the files are. The best thing to do is to create all your files within the one folder and name them a certain name, and when you connect to them, all you have to do is put in the file name. You don't have to put anything before that. So that's that, and this is the home page. So what we're going to do is we're just going to type stuff in here. This is the home page, and we'll just think of this as like a paragraph. So that's that, and you can also insert other images if you like. You can do spell check, which will actually check, which says no misspelled words, but if it does, it'll tell you, and that's the great thing about this tool. And what you can also do is you can change the font by simply highlighting what you want to change, and click on this drop down menu, and you can pick and choose what you want to change. You can also change to make a header. So let's say this is heading 1, and we'll make this the heading 1. So you click this drop down menu and click on heading 1. Now after that, you want to save the file, so you'll click on save, and we'll click on index. Well, actually I'll name it test, and I'll press OK, and it'll ask you to where you want to save it to. And for me, I just want to save it in my web host folder. And that's it. For as far as a basic website goes, it's fairly easy to produce if you reproduce what you're seeing here, and you can play around with the different things here. It's just, if you think of it as a similar tool as, you know, a Word document editor like Microsoft Word, you can think of it like that, or some other type of Word document editor. It's simple and it's just like that, but just think of it as a web editor. And in order to upload these files to your website, you're going to need a FTP tool, which you can learn about, and there's a video on that as well. Now you have to see that the menu bar on the left side has a background color. So what we can do is, if you want to make this whole thing a background color, all you need to do is right click where you want to put the background color and click on this that says table or cell background color. And you want to pick something too dark. You want to pick something fairly light, so we can pick something like blue. We can press, or even gray, and you can even make a lighter gray by pressing on this arrow and dragging over. Press OK. So there you go. You can save it, and let's open it in our browser just to take a peek at what it looks like. And that's what it looks like. It looks like this. It's a fairly simple page, and it's something you can create within minutes. And remember to look down below. There should be some recommended resources below this video. If there aren't, don't worry about it, but if there are, just take a look at it. And this concludes the end of this video.